Could a comet or asteroid destroy Earth? For centuries, humanity has gazed at the night sky, filled with both wonder and a quiet primal fear. What if one of those distant lights was on a collision course with us? It's a question that has inspired countless stories and nightmares. The truth, however, is more chilling than fiction. A single cosmic rock, hurtling through the blackness of space, once wiped out the dinosaurs. And it could happen again. The story of our potential demise is written in the very fabric of our solar system. Beyond the orbit of Mars lies the asteroid belt, a vast chaotic junkyard of rock and metal, the leftovers from the dawn of our solar system. These are asteroids, ancient, rocky bodies ranging from the size of a pebble to celestial mountains hundreds of kilometers across. They orbit the sun, mostly keeping to themselves, but gravitational nudges can send them tumbling into the inner solar system, on paths that might one day cross our own. Further out, in the frigid, dark expanse beyond Neptune, lies the Oort cloud, a spherical shell of icy debris. This is the birthplace of comets. When one of these dirty snowballs, a mixture of ice, dust, and rock, is disturbed from its long, lazy orbit, it can plunge toward the sun. As it gets closer, the sun's heat causes it to outgas, creating the spectacular tail that we sometimes see from Earth. While beautiful, these visitors from the outer solar system travel at incredible speeds, carrying immense kinetic energy. Asteroids are the bullets in this cosmic shooting gallery. Comets are the high-velocity cannonballs, and Earth, for billions of years, has been right in the line of fire. Our planet's history is one of unimaginable violence. From its very inception, Earth was a cosmic punching bag. In its infancy, around 4.5 billion years ago, a relentless bombardment of space debris shaped its surface. The most catastrophic of these events was a collision of truly epic proportions. A Mars-sized protoplanet, which scientists have named Theia, slammed into the young Earth. The impact was so powerful it tilted our planet on its axis, and the resulting debris, a cloud of molten rock and vapor, was blasted into orbit. This debris eventually coalesced, cooled, and formed our constant companion in the night sky, the Moon. Imagine the scene: a world of fire and molten rock, a sky filled with the glowing remnants of a planetary collision. Yet, in the face of this cataclysm, Earth survived. It absorbed the blow, its core undeterred, its gravity holding it together. Over hundreds of millions of years, the surface cooled, oceans formed, and against all odds, the first sparks of life emerged. The pockmarked, cratered surface of our moon serves as a constant reminder of this violent past and the sheer resilience of our world. Earth has endured impacts that would shatter our modern civilization into dust, and yet it continued. Life found a way, not just to survive, but to thrive in the aftermath. But the cosmos wasn't finished. 66 million years ago, Earth was a vibrant, thriving world dominated by colossal creatures. The dinosaurs had reigned for over 150 million years, masters of their domain. Then, a new threat appeared in the sky. A visitor from the asteroid belt, roughly 10 kilometers wide, heading directly for our planet. It struck what is now the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, with a force that defies comprehension, the equivalent of billions of atomic bombs detonating at once. The impact triggered a global cataclysm. The shockwave flattened forests for thousands of kilometers. Gigantic tsunamis, hundreds of meters high, scoured the coastlines of continents. The sky turned black as trillions of tons of superheated rock, dust, and soot were blasted into the atmosphere, blocking out the sun for years. Photosynthesis ground to a halt, collapsing the food chain from the bottom up. The planet was plunged into a prolonged freezing darkness, punctuated by global wildfires ignited by falling debris. 75% of all life on Earth, including the non-avian dinosaurs, was wiped out. It was one of 5 great mass extinctions in our planet's history. A stark and brutal lesson that what the cosmos gives, the cosmos can take away. So, could it happen again? The answer is a definitive yes. Our solar system is still a busy place. Today, scientists at NASA and other space agencies around the world are vigilantly tracking thousands of near-Earth objects, or NEOs, asteroids and comets whose orbits bring them into our planetary neighborhood. Several of these pass within the orbit of the Moon every year. While most are small and would burn up harmlessly in our atmosphere, a tiny fraction are large enough to cause significant devastation. We have found most of the dinosaur killer-sized asteroids, and thankfully, none pose a threat for the foreseeable future. But there are still thousands of smaller, city-destroying asteroids out there that remain undiscovered. Any one of them slipping through our detection networks could end life as we know it. But for the first time in Earth's history, we are not helpless. We are fighting back. NASA's DART mission, the Double Asteroid Redirection Test, was a landmark achievement. In 2022, we deliberately crashed a spacecraft into a small asteroid to see if we could change its path. And it worked. It was humanity's first attempt at planetary defense, a proof of concept showing that with enough warning, we might be able to nudge a dangerous asteroid onto a safer trajectory. It's a monumental first step, but the race is on to find these threats before they find us. This brings us to a crucial distinction. If a major impact event were to happen tomorrow, the consequences for life would be catastrophic. It could destroy our civilization, trigger a new mass extinction, and perhaps even sterilize the surface of the planet. But the Earth itself? The planet would be just fine. It is a 4.5 billion-year-old ball of rock and metal that has endured far worse. It survived the collision that formed the Moon. It recovered from the impact that killed the dinosaurs. In the aftermath of such a disaster, volcanoes would still erupt, tectonic plates would still shift, and in the deep oceans, or beneath the scorched surface, life would likely cling on. Over millions of years, the scars would heal, the climate would stabilize, and evolution would begin its work anew, filling the vacant ecological niches. So when we talk about an asteroid destroying the world, we need to be precise. It wouldn't destroy the planet, it would destroy our world. When we say save the Earth, what we really mean is save ourselves. And that places the responsibility squarely on our shoulders. We are a product of 4 billion years of cosmic luck and evolutionary tenacity. We are the first species on this planet to develop consciousness, to understand the cosmos, and to have the technological capability to prevent a predictable, natural disaster of this magnitude. From the giant telescopes scanning the heavens, to the engineers designing the next generation of planetary defense missions, we are the Earth's immune system. We are the guardians not just of our own species, but of every living thing that shares this fragile blue dot with us. It would be the greatest and most tragic irony in the history of the galaxy for a species to evolve intelligence, develop a space program, and then allow itself to go extinct from the very same kind of event that paved the way for its existence, all for a lack of looking up and preparing. The universe is not cruel, nor is it kind. It is simply indifferent. The cosmic dance of planets, comets, and asteroids will continue, following the elegant and unforgiving laws of physics, long after we are gone. Our survival is not guaranteed. It depends entirely on our foresight, our unity, and our willingness to act. The cosmos will continue its silent, majestic journey. The question is, will we? Thanks for watching. If you found this journey through space and time enlightening, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more explorations into the great unknown.